Would like to thank everybody for coming. Way more people than we thought, which is great on a day like today. Thank you. It was about a year ago, actually almost to the day, that the district and Howard University sort of discussed this idea, which was a little bit nebulous at the time, of creating an opportunity, a hub, effectively, where we can continue to promote some of the things that the district has a natural competitive advantage around. We already know we are one of the best places for tech and innovation in the entire country. Is that right? Yes. Is that right? Yes. We are also one of the best places for tech and innovation for female entrepreneurs. We also are one of the best places in the nation for people of color and underrepresented communities in terms of tech and innovation. And so we wanted to create a space along with Howard University where we could focus on some of those initiatives. Not only, though, focusing on some of the more underrepresented communities, but also thinking about ways that a hub like this can inspire entrepreneurs to provide services, products for people who are located in underserved communities throughout the District of Columbia. As with everything, it takes a village to do these kinds of initiatives, and so I just want to give just a few thank yous. Obviously, the first one is to the mayor for her amazing leadership and allowing this to happen. Thank you very much, Mayor. Some folks in the Deputy Mayor's office, Andrew Trueblood, Karima Woods, Aaron Horn McKinney, Jocelyn James, who have been diligent about working and getting this project done. Thank you all very much. We've got the folks at Howard University, Tony Freeman, Derek Neese-Williams, have just been excellent partners. Couldn't have asked for better at Howard University, so thank you very much, Howard University. Also, and I'm sure if you all haven't seen some of the renderings that we've got for the space, fantastic designs by Wingate and MCM, who've just done an amazing job. Also would encourage people to, after we finish this, look around the space. We want you to explore it, to interact with it a little bit. We think that it's going to be great once it's fully built out, but we also think that it's great and fantastic today as well. You know, again, we want to make sure that we have a vibrant community here in Washington, D.C. We know that we're a great place for startups already, and we want to continue that, and we think that this investment here will really be something that will be a shining star, not only in the District of Columbia, not only regionally, but we think nationally. We think that what we're doing here is really the first in the nation opportunity to put a pin around something we call inclusive innovation. This is going to be a great standard by which other people are going to be able to judge how they're doing about attracting those underrepresented communities into technology and innovation. I will now turn it over to our fearless leader, who has been, again, a great role model. Last year at South by Southwest, which we're about to head to this upcoming weekend, the mayor did an interview with Tech Cocktail that sort of went viral and had lots of things, and she called herself the Chick Mayor and got a little bit of ring, but more importantly, she talked about how important of a business driver tech and innovation is to Washington, D.C., how many people it employs, how you don't have to have a college degree to work in technology and innovation, and how it is one of the fastest growing job markets and industries we have in the district. Without further ado, our mayor, Mayor Muriel Bowser.
Thank you. Well, good morning, everybody. It is wonderful to be on the campus of the great Howard University. Let's hear it for the Howard University Bison. I had lunch with Dr. Frederick last week, and I told him that we in Washington, D.C. have a collective respect and feel a collective responsibility for the great Howard University. We are so proud of what happens here. We're so proud of the leaders present and future that are educated here. And we're also very proud of the very central space that you occupy in a just wonderfully vibrant community in Washington, D.C. So, Mr. Provost, thank you for representing Dr. Frederick, all of the students, staff, and alumni of Howard University. Let me also acknowledge the Ward 1 Councilwoman who is here, Brianne Nadeau. Give her a big round of applause. Brianne is tremendous. I used to call them the new kids on the block, all the new council members, but they have demonstrated that they have a lot of old tricks and know how to get things done. And it's especially important for Ward 1 that Brianne speaks up for how we not only make sure that Ward 1 continues to grow, but that it's an inclusive ward and that it is a ward that represents all Washingtonians. And that's what we're here today to talk about. Brian is our wonderful Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic Development. I want to give a hand to his team as well. And we know that one of our great opportunities in Washington, D.C., as we grow and prosper, is to make sure that we are diversifying our economy. Who thinks that this is your grandfather's Washington, D.C.? Because it sure isn't. It is a different economy. It used to be that we were all federal government. Don't get me wrong. I like the federal government and what they mean to our city. But we cannot continue to rely on only job growth in the federal government, because we know what has happened with sequestration, because we see what is happening to the economies that surround us that are only reliant on the federal dollar. And we have a wonderful, organically grown tech community in Washington, D.C., right, Dr. Barron? Dr. Harvey, we want to say that we have to do more to continue to make that grow. So Brian had the idea last year, and we brought it to me before we went to South by Southwest, is that, you know, Silicon Valley does what it does. And the Boston area does what it does. And there are some reasons that we won't compete with them on the things that they do. But they can't do inclusive tech like we do. And we will invest in Washington, D.C. in supporting the environment that's going to allow tech to grow. We're already the #1 place for women tech entrepreneurs, right? We already have Howard University, which is really the mecca for a lot of innovation and ideas around technology, medical technology and the like, right? We already have that. So what we were missing was what the government can do to convene all of these ideas, to attract technologists to Washington, D.C., to attract capital, and to make it easier for people to get started. And that's what we're going to do here. That's what we're going to do here at this new innovation hub. We will be known, so let the Chick Mayor be known, for putting our flag in the ground, our marker there that says we want to be the inclusive hub for tech in Washington, D.C., and we can do it. We have the ideas, we have the energy, we have the political will to make this an environment where business grows. I have a wonderful opportunity to be mayor of Washington, D.C. at this time. So why do I say that? We have tremendous prosperity here, but we also have a lot of anxiety about what that growth and prosperity means. And it means that people want to see Washington, D.C. grow, but they also want a seat at the table. Small businesses, people born here, they want to know that D.C. is for them too. And so everything that we do is about closing gaps and creating economic opportunity. So when you hear Bowser say our administration is about growing a pathway to the middle class, what that means is for small businesses, that means for people who call D.C. home, that there will be opportunities for you here as well. And this is how we get it done. So I'm very proud to have this partnership with Howard University, and our selected vendor, our selected operator here is going to be Luma Labs. Where's Luma Labs? Luma, Aaron, good work. And let me lastly say that I hope that you will continue to follow what we're doing in tech. Just this past year, it's March now, so you know what that means. It's March Madness, and that means the Economic Development Office has a string of initiatives that we will be announcing, just like we did last year. We partnered, for example, with 1776 to prepare high potential and underserved high school students for careers in the digital economy. We launched summer coding camps for girls. We started new innovation labs at the MLK Library. We announced the Open Data Initiative to make DC one of the most transparent cities in the country. We created the district's first ever Director of Technology Innovation. And just this year, we hired a new technology officer. She's a chick CTO, too. And her name is Achana Bimalapali. And let me introduce her and welcome her to DC government. So with that, I want to turn it over to our partner, Dr. Wu Tao. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to the Mecca. Welcome to Howard University. I want to start my comments first by thanking Mayor Bowser for her leadership and her partnership with Howard University in this effort. This is a great day for Howard University. This is a great day for Washington, D.C., and an excellent opportunity for IT and for the development of the Innovation Hub. I want to welcome everybody on behalf of our president, Dr. Wayne Frederick, who unfortunately could not join us this morning, and welcome to the future home of the first Innovation Technology Hub in Washington, D.C. And I want to acknowledge all of the members of the Howard University community who are with us this morning. I want to particularly acknowledge one of our trustees, Ms. Marie Johns, who is the chairman of our Academic Excellence Committee. I want to also welcome and thank Councilwoman Brianne Nadeau for being with us this morning. The director of the Howard University Community Association, Ms. Maybelle Bennett, is with us. Thank you. And I want to also acknowledge some of the Howard University leadership who is here, Dean Barron Harvey, the Dean of the School of Business, and Bill Whitman, our Vice President for Communications. And it was really just about a year ago, March 11th to be exact, that Mayor Bowser and President Frederick announced the launch of our Technology and Innovation Partnership. In that March 2015 announcement, the university committed to provide office space to house a tech hub on our campus to expand the district's growing technology and innovation ecosystem. And I'm proud to say that today we're even that much closer to making that vision a reality. I'm also proud that the first innovation hub in our nation's capital will be open and reside on the historic campus of Howard University. Soon, this roughly 8,000 square foot undeveloped space will serve as a home away from home, an incubator for startups, tech innovators, and emerging businesses to support underrepresented entrepreneurs that provide innovative products and services to underserved communities. Consistent with Howard's mission to provide opportunities to the underserved and underrepresented who would otherwise not have the opportunity, the Innovation Hub will provide affordable workspace, access to resources such as technical and business expertise to help transform nascent ideas into potential businesses offering sustainable solutions. In addition to serving aspiring entrepreneurs, the Innovation Hub will also benefit Howard University students, staff, faculty, as well as the broader Shore and Howard, D.C. metropolitan area. For nearly 149 years, we just celebrated our Charter Day this past week, and we'll be celebrating our 150th year of the founding of the university next year. Howard has been the home to some of the best and brightest academic minds, thought leaders, and researchers in the world. Today, the university represents the nation's premier HBCU and the birthplace, incubator, and repository for diversity of thought, creativity, and forward thinking. More importantly, we're excited about the dreams that will be fulfilled in this space, the visions that will be realized here, and the untold benefits that will be achieved through this partnership for generations to come. Mayor Bowser, we thank you again for your continued leadership, your vision, and your partnership with Howard University. It's now my pleasure to welcome Aaron Saunders, who is a principal with Luma Labs, that will be the operator for the Tech Lab.
First off, thank you everyone for being here. I'd like to thank the mayor for this opportunity. I'd like to thank Howard University for everything they've done here to make this happen. But specifically, I want to thank the students that I work with who've motivated me to step up to this opportunity. I want to thank all of the tech entrepreneurs in DC that have come to Clearly Innovative looking for someone to help them build their solutions so that they can see their dream. It's those things that have motivated me and empowered me to step up and take advantage of this opportunity, because this is what it is. This will be a huge challenge. We will need support of people here. We will need monetary support. We will need emotional support. And we will just need people to come out and let the world know that DC is a great place to be and a lot of innovation is happening here. I've been asked to keep it brief, so I'll just tell a short story of how I ended up here. About 8 years ago, I started my company, Clearly Innovative. There was a co-working space on Florida Avenue called Geek Easy. It is no longer there. We were about 4 people at that time, and things happened and Geek Easy had to close down. They came by and they told us, you have 30 days to leave. And that was that point where, what is going to happen with my company? I just quit my other job. You know, it was that entrepreneur. You're taking that risk, looking for that opportunity. We figured out a way beyond that, and we have grown. We have been in DC. DC has supported us. DC has been my family. DC has been here for me. And I hope that times in the future, people will look back and remember this day that I'm just a guy who wanted to start a business, and now here I am. And so there's a lot of people standing in this room right now thinking about it. If there's an opportunity, take it. You never know where it will lead to.
Let me also acknowledge and thank Rudy Cycli of MCN. I think you're going to be involved in the build out here. Yes. Fantastic, and he has wonderful work all over the city. Give him a round of applause. And let me invite the councilwoman to come up and greet everybody. Councilmember Nadeau.
Well, thank you, Ms. Mayor, and thank you, Provost. It's wonderful to be here. Of course, we are in Ward 1, so welcome. We're happy to have you. You know, we are so thrilled that this project has come to fruition, and we've been laying the groundwork in this area for a long time, since way back when I was in ANC. And this corridor is ready and excited, and we know Howard University is the right partner, and we are going to see so much innovation happening right here. So I am just thrilled and very happy to be here with you all today. So let's get digging.
All right, let's get digging.